Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I have my friend Emily here with me.
Hello.
For today's video, I decided to do her makeup because I just thought it would be super fun. You guys see me do my makeup all the time, and one of my passions besides YouTube is being a makeup artist and doing other people's makeup, and I've done Emily's makeup quite a few times now, so I figured it would be super awesome to have her here on my channel. She just lets me be so creative on her face, and I just love that she loves just the whole process, and we just have a lot of fun while doing the process. So for today's video, we're gonna show you guys how to do this really super fun, glam, glittery, vampy look. So we really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and without further ado, let's just get started.
This way.
This is Emily's beautiful face. This is her YouTube debut.
Hello.
So she might be a little bit nervous, but she's fun and we're ready. So I'm gonna be recreating a full glam, glitter, smoky eye look. So I'm gonna be starting off with my Smashbox primer water, as always. So just close your eyes. I think it, oh no, it didn't run out. Okay. It's almost out, but it's okay.
It's getting me wet everywhere.
I'm sorry. And then, just like I would do, I'm going to be going in with my Too Faced Shadow Insurance just to make sure that her eyeshadow stays on a long time. My hands are clean, I promise. We became friends in 10th grade. Now I'm going in with MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. In 10th grade, we had biology together. Did we have gym together?
I feel like we did because we would always complain.
Yeah. So Emily went through all my gym complaining, me crying before gym class. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with the Anastasia Powder Contour Kit. Yes, Vanna White it for me. I almost hit you in the face.
You did. I was trying to play it off cool.
So I'm going to be going into these two lighter matte shades right here just to set the lid. And that's going to ensure that the primers don't budge and that any shadow that we put on top is going to blend a lot smoother than if they would just grab onto the sticky primer. So I'm just going to be taking this on my Real Technique setting brush. Like I said, these are all of my own brushes, but I will sanitize them after, but to be honest, it doesn't really bother me because I know Emily's a clean person. But if I were to be doing a client's makeup, I have a whole separate set of brushes for that.
I've seen them.
So now for eyeshadow, I'm going to be going in with the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. Emily wants something a little bit cool tone, a gray, brown, smoky.
Yeah.
So I figured that this would be perfect. The first shade that I'm going to be going in with is Mocha, which is this one right here. And I'm going to be using that on my Morphe M439 and dusting that through her crease as her crease shade and her transition shade. So when I do someone else's transition shade, I like to have a super light hand and hold the brush pretty far back just to make sure that it's all nice and blended and I'm not placing too much color down at once. I tend to be definitely more aggressive when I do my own makeup, but with someone else, I'm definitely a lot more light-handed because they don't want to be sitting here for hours if I make a mistake or something like that.
Yeah.
What's your mom cooking? It smells so good.
I think she's cooking chicken, lemon chicken. So chicken I can't say.
Franchise.
I can't say.
Chicken franchise is my favorite food. If you guys.
It's my favorite. I don't know why I was talking with I was like, it's my favorite.
That's my favorite dinner ever.
I love you.
Still going in with the same transition. I really like to take my time. Okay, so now I'm going to be taking the same shade Mocha, and I'm going to be focusing this just on the outer V as well, and also just dragging it out a little bit because M has nice big lids, and I want to accentuate it more this way out towards her brow. So I'm going to be kind of just putting that down just to prep for a little bit of a deeper brown, as well as blending the transition a little bit out. It may seem like I'm being a little bit messy, but we're always going to go ahead and clean that up with some makeup remover or some concealer or something like that. Shout out to Emily's mom and cousin because I know that they watch a lot of my videos and they're really big fans of mine, so thank you for all your support. Okay, so this is what we're working with right now as the transition shade, and then I think we're gonna just be sticking with the same brown. So I'm gonna be going in with this one in this upper corner right here. This one is called Malted. It's just a deep cool tone brown.
Do I look at this or do I look at this?
This.
Holy crap.
It doesn't matter.
I'm probably cross-eyed.
So now I'm just going to be taking that and I'm going to be first pressing this on to the outer corner just to saturate the color there. Like I said, these do have a little bit of a drier formula. So I want to saturate the color right there and then just taking a little bit up into the crease over here.
If you could play a sport, which we all know.
Which I don't, which we all know I don't.
Which sport would you play? Can I guess?
Yeah.
Softball.
Yeah, it would be.
Fun.
It definitely would be. I'm definitely a huge baseball fan.
Yeah.
We're all like diehard Yankees over here.
Yeah, we are.
It would definitely be softball, but to be honest, if I could play like baseball, I would rather.
It's 2017.
Yeah.
You can do what you want.
Where's the WMLB? Like, come on. Okay, so now that I have that deeper color all applied down like I want it, I'm going to be taking a clean blending brush. This is my Morphe E23. And I'm going to be blending that just because it's a darker shade. I don't want it to sit on the eye for too long before I actually go in and do the blending. So now I'm just going to keep kind of building up that shade and making it as deep as I want to, just because I prefer doing darker shades this way, like I said, and then I'll go ahead and move on and do the same thing on the other eye.
Why do you do eyeshadow first before face?
Just because, fallout? Yeah, because of fallout. I'd rather just get the shadow onto a clean face so I can just go ahead and wipe it off. Whereas if there's concealer, foundation, whatever, it's going to be a lot harder to work around. So I'm just going to go ahead and go off camera to do the other eye because I'm literally doing the exact same thing. So once I have all that done and cleaned up, I will be right back to finish up the eyes. Okay, so I just went ahead and finished up like deepening the outer corner. I did the same exact thing on the other eye, and then I just took a makeup wipe, wrapped it around my finger, and just cleaned this up and sharpened the edge. I just figured I'd save you guys some time and myself some camera battery. So now for all over the lid, I'm going in with Colourpop Super Shock Shadow in the shade I Heart This. This is really pretty and glittery. You guys know I've used this on my channel like 1,000 times. I just think it's really going to look nice against the tones that we have on her lid, and it's going to give a nice pop of glitter.
Why do people like spray there?
It brings out like more pigment.
Like, you just spray like a regular like...
You should, I either use like you could use like straight up water, but you could use like your setting spray. I normally either use like a Fix Plus, or like the Smashbox primer water, something like that. But I actually read that you should get the product on your brush first and then spray it because you don't want to wet the whole product.
I didn't know that.
You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
So I'm just going to, this is really pretty. Look at the difference. Look at how like glam this eye looks. You know what I mean? I love it. We're still gonna do some more blending and stuff, but
I'm obsessed with lipstick. I'm known for
Emily always wore like different color lipsticks.
I just didn't care what people thought. Like,
that's just like the magic of makeup. It just gives you like such a confidence, and you really shouldn't care. I just love that makeup can give people just like the confidence and like...
Exactly, and like I wear it just because I like doing it. Also, like, I feel good wearing it, but I don't do it to like impress people. Like, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you do it because wearing that colored lipstick makes you feel good about yourself.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm gonna go in just with that dark brown, just like the tiniest little tap here, just to kind of blend these together and make this edge just a little bit more seamless where the lid shade meets that deep outer corner. Now we're gonna do one last final blend for now, even though knowing me, we're gonna blend this 100 more times until I'm happy. Just like a little blend. I don't wanna move that lid shade around too much because it is going to give me fallout. This is the e.l.f. Cream Gel Liner Pot. I just like this on clients. I feel like it's super easy to work with. The first thing that I always like to ask my clients to do is leave your eyes open for me, because I like to make the initial little mark of the angle that I want the wing to go at. You know? So now that I have that little mark, now I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and we're going to build off of that mark. Okay, never mind. I'm going to be going in with my Maybelline Line Stiletto. This is just easier for me. This is something that I wouldn't use on a client just because this is really hard to sanitize, but like I said, she's like one of my best friends, so I really don't mind putting my eyeliner directly on her eye. So this is just going to be a lot easier for me to handle, I feel. This is a lot more black. Damn.
That felt
It's okay. Emily likes a really sharp, big wing anyway. Then from like a little bit lower than the tip of the wing, I'm going to drag it down like that. Don't open because I don't want this to transfer. And then I'm going to start by filling in the wing that we have going on. I'm going to be going in from the inner corner and meeting that up with the wing, and then making sure to fill in right where the lash line meets the actual lashes, because we don't want a gap there once we put on her falsies. Now for the scariest part is getting the eyeliner as even as we possibly can. No, not even close. Okay, hold on. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna make it work.
I hate when people like use their, like they eat and then their fork and they go like metal to.
I do that.
You're not sitting next to me at dinner.
Now I'm gonna put some lashes on Em. I'm gonna use the Ardell Faux Mink 8112. No, they're 812. So now we're gonna be moving on to Emily's base. As always, just like for myself, I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Primer. I would say me and Emily have pretty similar skin, like kind of oily combo with some dry patches. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what you would say your skin is. So
no, you're right.
I'm gonna be using just my e.l.f. because that's what works for me, and I'm just gonna be doing the same for her. This is really going to smooth everything out while filling in the pores, and it just leaves like a nice velvety base to put the foundation on top of. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Better Skin. This does have some SPF in it, so it can cause like a tad bit of flashback, but I don't really think that you had a problem with it when you used it. And this is like the darkest one that I have in my collection that matches her, and she's like really tan right now, so I'm going to be using this on her. I really like this foundation on clients because it is it's more of a natural finish. It's not going to be too matte or too luminous. So I kind of like to cater to the client's skin type by the prep and the primer more than like changing up the foundation, you know? I think this is going to be okay for you. If not, we'll do like some bronzer and stuff and we'll make it work. Because we're going to do some cream contouring too as well. So I'm just going to go in. This is the Real Techniques complexion sponge and start dabbing that into her skin, making sure the foundation is really nice and blended in there.
Do you like stick foundations?
I've actually never tried a stick foundation.
Me either. I thought you would, so that's why I was asking.
No, I want to try one though. They just seem easy.
If you use a stick foundation,
leave us a comment down below which one you like, why you like it, stuff like that. So personally, I like to do a little bit of a thinner layer of foundation on my clients because I cannot tell you how many clients that I've had and they're like, please don't give me a cake face. Like when I go get my makeup done, I feel like I have a pound of makeup on my face, and that all goes in the base makeup. So what I like to do is do a thin layer of primer, a thin layer of foundation, and then I'm gonna go in and conceal spots that may need a little bit more coverage. LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the shade Natural. Nothing new. I love this concealer. Just to refresh my sponge before I blend out the concealer, just hitting it with a little bit of primer water, and then we're gonna go ahead and start working this concealer into her skin.
You did makeup for musicals at school.
I did.
And Halloween.
I did do makeup for my school's productions and the haunted house and stuff like that. It was fun.
You did my makeup really nicely for the Halloween.
Oh, maybe I have a picture. Maybe we should insert a picture.
Do it. I have a picture on my phone.
All right. We'll insert a picture.
Right there.
Right here. That's what Emily looked like last Halloween. Now we're going to do some cream contouring because obviously look how dark her shoulders are and how light her face looks. The foundation wasn't the best match, so we're going to try to make some sense out of it. Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. This is in the shade Medium. This is definitely more of a bronzer on my skin tone than a contour. So we're going to do a powder contour and more of like a cream bronze. I just wiped off the same little brush that I used for her lid. And I'm going to start with this shade right here. Look at that. You see how it's like nice and bronzy here, giving you some more dimension. And then we're going to do the same thing. Now I'm going to go in and set with some RCMA No Color Powder. I just put the powder in the cap. Look up for me. We're going to start by setting the under eye. So those are the places where I want to concentrate the product for her skin type. And then as I'm kind of brushing it away, I'm going to also take that extra powder to set around the rest of her face. Just because I don't want to put too much powder on her. Like I said, this powder can tend to give a little bit of a flashback. Okay, so now that that's all nice and set, we're going to go in with a little bit more bronzer. This is my favorite, the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil, just to add even more color to her face and to try to make her match her body a little bit better. All along the hairline is like one of my favorite places to bronze. Just a little bit of blush. Dallas by Benefit is one of my favorites just because it's more of like a natural subtle brush, just blush. Just taking the same brush that I used for my bronzer. Just going to, I don't like to concentrate it on the apples of the cheek. I really like to brush it back towards the contour line to help lift and shape the face as well. I'm going to take my powder and just cut underneath where we did a little bit of that contour. Turn this way for me so I can do the other side, just to clean it up if I took anything too far down. While that powder is cooking, I'm going to take the Powder Contour Kit again by Anastasia. I think I'm going to be taking the middle shade and just hitting the very backs of her cheekbones because there's already a lot of depth and dimension going on. I don't want it to be too much. And then that line is going to help me from taking the contour too low as well. Now, like I said, I'm just gonna brush this off because I don't love leaving this specific powder on for a long time. Okay, so now for some highlighter, because Emily loves to glow, we're gonna be using the Sleek Makeup Solstice highlighter palette. I figured this is a UK brand, so I would use it on Emily. And I'm gonna be taking the 2 lighter highlighters because Emily loves anything to do with the UK. Every time I use this highlighter, I'm like shook, and I know like what it's gonna look like.
Glowing for the gods.
Amazing.
This is why the UK knows what's up.
You're gonna go in and kind of fan it out. A little bit on the forehead, look straight for me. And then of course, I love myself a good nose highlight, especially Emily's nose is so cute. I think it looks amazing. I'm gonna be finishing up Emily's lower lash line. I'm just gonna be mixing a couple of the browns that I used on her lid and just taking it on the outer half of her lower lash line. So now for the fun part, we're going to be adding some glitter. This is the Wet n Wild Silver Glitter Liner. This was part of their like fantasy collection from Halloween, but I'm sure you can get this like anywhere. And I'm going to be adding this onto Emily's inner corner and the lower half of her lower lash line to just add some bling. Look up for me.
Ooh.
I think like we're almost done. For her lips, we're gonna go super dark and red and vampy because that's just Emily's style. So I'm gonna be using the Smashbox Always Sharp liner in the shade Crimson first to line her lips. A little bit of a dry matte formula, so it needs some working with. So this is what we're working with for her lips. I had some technical difficulties because I didn't have my lip brush with me, but I think it looks pretty decent. Just to fill in her brows really, really quickly, I'm going to use the e.l.f. brow powder in the shade Dark, but I'm actually going to go in with the deeper wax, but she honestly doesn't need much because she has such dark, amazing brows. I'm just going to fill in some sparse spots. You could always go ahead with some lower lash mascara, but I like how it's like giving more like a fun and flirty vibe without the longer lashes on the bottom. But I definitely think you could always add that. I'm just going to go in with some Urban Decay All-Nighter to make sure everything stays on. Alright guys, so that completes me doing Emily's makeup. This was so fun to film, and thank you so much, Emily, for being on my channel. Like I said, she's like my favorite face to be, and she just makes my passion feel so worth it, and it was just such a fun process. Please give this video a huge thumbs up if you did enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe and turn your little notification bell on so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, because I come out with some pretty cool videos, you guys. No, I'm kidding.
Watch them.
Definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button before you leave, because we are super close to 1,700, so it is much appreciated. Anything is much appreciated, whether you like or watch or whatever. So yeah, thank you guys.
Will be down
I always forget that.
In the description below.
They are. All the products that I use on Emily's face will be listed in the description box down below. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, look how white I look.
My lip just got stuck to my gum.
If you know M, where is it? Is it this way?
Up.
Then
there he is.
look at that. M is like the biggest One Direction fan ever.
I need to get a new one.
She has a life-size Harry.
I mean, how could you not? You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, that was cute.
If you don't like it, don't look at me.
Wait, do you watch Manny MUA?
Yes.
Don't fucking watch it! This is not my good side. Emily's makeup, we've... Okay, we have lots to choose out of. Are you feeling yourself?
I am feeling myself.